Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, the One Place Gaming. I was out for a few days, actually 4 days. I was pretty sick, like dog sick. And I guess that you can still hear by my voice that I haven't completely recovered. But what the hell? I've got some streaming to do, so I figured that I was gonna do that just today. So yeah, today will be a gameplay let's play video. We're gonna do most likely some guiding lands leveling and monster hunting, all that good stuff. And yeah, so without further ado, let's dive into it. Let's go. So the big problem that I've got recently with the game is that I reached a level 6 on both the forest region and the wild spire region in the guiding lands, but the scarred Yangaruga hasn't shown up yet, and I just don't know how to how can I say that? I just don't know how to get another chance at fighting the gold ration. I mean, I managed to lure it once, and yeah, even ever since I collected a lot of tracks. I did a lot of monster hunting. I did a lot of like whatever you do in the guiding lands, like pretty much everything. I did everything I could, but I couldn't kind of like quote unquote reload a chance at the gold ration. So yeah, I just don't know what to do about that. The scarred Yangarugan hasn't shown up. I just don't know how to just trigger that, to trigger the scarred Yangarugan fight. So yeah. This is actually one of the things that bothers me a lot with the Monster Hunter franchise. I mean, I love this franchise to death. I've been playing it for as long as it's been around. I mean, in 2002, I was in Japan. I was living there, and I still, to this day, remember the commercial on TV for Monster Hunter, the very first one on the PS2, right? And so there wasn't even any gameplay footage or anything, because usually Japanese commercial, they're very different from what we have over here in Europe. So there isn't like usually gameplay footage. It's just some stuff like cinematic or CGI, stuff like that. But even though when I watched that the very first time on the commercial, I knew that I wanted to play that game. I knew that I wanted to own it. I knew that I wanted to play the heck out of it. So I bought Monster Hunter, the very first one on PS2, and yeah, I had such a great time on it. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So after that, I pretty much played every single iteration of Monster Hunter on pretty much every system except for the Wii and the Wii U. Those two Monster Hunters I haven't played, but everything else I've played. All the Monster Hunters on the PSP, the DS, PS2, like here, PS4, everything I've played. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of Monster Hunter, but at the same time, I have this like love-hate relationship kind of with the game, because it's so RNG heavy that and this is my point, this is where I'm getting at, by, telling you this, that there is this new place, the Guiding Lands, and it's not enough that you have to unlock all these different levels that give you different mats, that like if you hunt monsters there, they give you parts that you cannot get like anywhere else in the game. It's not enough that you have to go through all that hassle that honestly I kind of like in a way. I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of maybe I'm the masochistic kind, I don't know, but excuse me, what I don't like is that even though you reach level 6, it's still not enough for the monster to show up. There has to be some kind of RNG, there has to be some other bullshit involved for you to finally fight that monster, right? So yeah, this is something that I don't like. I think personally it's just pushing it too far, and at the end of the day I think it works against the game. I think it's the kind of stuff that ultimately bores you out of the game. This is something that I don't appreciate. I don't like it. And yeah, I mean, I'm not for let's make Monster Hunter more simple. Let's make Monster Hunter more accessible to the masses. Let's make Monster Hunter more casual. It's nothing like that. It's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is there's way too much RNG involved, like way too much. At one point, like it's just too much. Like all the RNGs involved in the vanilla Monster Hunter World game, right? Concerning decorations. Like, I know a bunch of people who played for over 500 hours. Like, did you realize 500 hours? I mean, even when you play an RPG, you don't put 500 hours into it. Most of the time, you put what, like I don't know, 60 hours, 50, something like that, 70. I don't know. In something like The Witcher, I put more than like 120 hours, but then it was with all the expansions, with all the stuff. I mean, I did everything, right? Like I played the heck out of that game, and still it was quote unquote only 120. But this game, like every time there is a new Monster Hunter, like I can remember that at the 2 Monster Hunter that were released on the 3DS, in each of them, the generations, right? I put over what was it, 600 to 700 hours each. This is an enormous amount of time. If you think about it, in 700 hours, like you could learn a new language. You could I don't know, like get really good at whatever new sport you want to practice. Like 700, 600, 700 hours is a massive amount of time, right? So yeah, and there are those guys who played the game for over 500 hours, and besides the one attack jewel that you get from finishing the story, they couldn't get one more jewel. That's how heavy the RNG is in Monster Hunter, and that's how absurd it's become. To keep you playing the game, they not hide, but they kind of block access to the good stuff behind RNG walls that are almost unclimbable for some people. I mean, do you realize how much hardcore you need to be in order to play even 600 hours. And this game, personally, I've played for like more than, what is it, 1400 hours? I mean, this is nuts. The only one game that I've played this much, and actually more than this, is World of Warcraft. But then this is an MMORPG, right? There are much more things to do than Monster Hunter, obviously. At the end of the day, Monster Hunter, you just hunt the same monsters over and over and over and over until you get sick of it. So, oh, look who showed up. So yeah, I think this is utterly absurd that somebody would have to play for more than 500 hours and yet not get one single attack decoration besides the one that they get from the story mode. And the worst part is that it completely prevents you from enjoying the game. I mean, one of the core aspects of the game, which is figuring out new sets and yeah, so this is something that I don't like. And here, even though they implemented those new jewels, like 4-slot jewels, and a lot of them actually have attack mixed with something else, so this is good. Even though there's that, I feel that they are gonna find another way, they have found another way to screw us over, because that's what I consider it to be, to screw us over with some other kind of bullshit RNG. This is very, very unfortunate, the way I see it. Poor Glavenus is taking a beating. Yeah, sure. There are prints everywhere. Oh, I ran out of shield. Excuse me. So yeah, I've read a few guides here and there that say that basically once you reach level 6, then X or Y or Z monster shows up. No, they don't show up. It's RNG again, and yeah, as I was saying, I don't know how to. I don't even know if there is a like a way to do it besides RNG. So I don't know how to make Skadi and Garuga show up. And according to what I've experienced so far, when I'm completing tracks, like you can see on my top right hand side of the screen, I've got the analysis progress, right, with the tracks, Fang Wyverns, Flying Wyvern, and Elder Dragon. So when I complete those, I can reload like one random monster. So maybe I can reload a chance at fighting, say, a Tigrex, or I don't know, Ratalos or Ratian, or whatever monster, right? But yeah, I couldn't reload the Gold Ratian. So it means that so far I could get to fight her like only twice. So once was here in the Guiding Lands, and the other one was in the arena, because I unlocked the arena. And there again, more RNG, because the arena is yet another thing. You know, sometimes like you have a chance to have this or that monster show up in an arena when you come back from an expedition or you come back from a quest, right? So it's all about RNG, RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG, and this is where I was getting at. I mean, there is a point where you just get sick of it. Just, you know, you just want some reliable way to get stuff. Some of you are gonna say, oh, yeah, your reliable way is just to keep hunting until you oh, okay, until you finally get what you want. That's your reliable way, because in the end you have a chance to get the monster you want to show up, but then it just takes time. So your reliable way is just to keep doing it again and again and again and again ad nauseum. But yeah, to me that's not what I would call reliable. Just it's just not reliable. Right. Yeah, traps has become completely ineffective now. It's too many traps. And one other thing that's bothering me is that now we're fighting this Glavenus right here in the Wild Spire region, and this might have a chance to make me drop my forest region down from level 6 to level 5, and then I will lose whatever chance I had to spawn the oh my god, this guy. And I will lose whatever chance I had to spawn the Scardian Garuga completely. I mean, not completely, obviously I can level it back, but it's more pain in the ass, you know. Right, could have waited. No. What am I doing? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, so some family showed up out of nowhere. So I guess that this will be the shortest stream. Oh my god. Okay. Let me go back to the camp real fast. Because I have to grab them. They're like down the building. So yeah, that, man. Sorry about that. That's gonna be real short. I'm gonna end the stream now, and hopefully I can try to start it later. All right, sorry about that, guys, and thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll be on later in like maybe an hour or so.